Allez, installez-vous bien, bonsoir à tous, le stream va bientôt commencer. Bonsoir à toutes et à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Bienvenue le chat, comment allez-vous? Salut DJ, salut par avec mon Samy, comment tu vas? Je me réobé. Bienvenue à tous ce soir pour terminer la semaine en beauté avec ce reveal du remake d'Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Voilà. Alors, il reste 4 minutes, hein. Voilà, je vais baisser un peu le son ici parce que sinon. Il reste à peu près 5 minutes, pardon. Le temps que ce reveal s'annonce. Franchement, on termine pas cette semaine en beauté. Et en plus, le soleil qui revient, franchement, ça fait super plaisir. C'est énorme. Voilà. Donc, en plus, la date à la fuité de ce jeu, apparemment, ça serait le 9 juillet. Voilà. Donc, on va voir si à la fin de ce reveal, si ça s'annonce exact. Bon, j'espère que vous allez bien. Tu vas bien, toi, Samy? Bon, c'est impeccable. C'est impeccable. En plus, ce que je disais dans le chat, le soleil de retour, c'est le week-end, ça va bien chauffer. Franchement, ça fait plaisir. Ici, ça annonce des 20 degrés, donc on est presque, à l'aube de l'été et franchement, c'est cool. À découvrir le nouveau AC. Ouais, bah, moi, je vais le totalement découvrir parce qu'à l'époque, le AC, Black Flag, je l'avais pas découvert, enfin, celui original, je l'avais pas fait. Donc bah, là, ça sera l'occasion de le tester et franchement, je sais que c'est l'un des meilleurs Assassin's Creed, donc voilà, on verra bien ce que ça donne. En tout cas, mais à voir, l'image, ici, pour le décompte, ça s'annonce, énorme. Ici, le soleil est pas parti. Bah, tu la chance. Par contre enfin, il y avait du soleil, mais il y avait du vent. Voilà. Là, ce week-end, il annonce pas trop de vent, donc voilà, ça va être un peu mieux. Voilà, donc franchement, ça va être cool. Il reste 3 minutes 10 secondes, voilà, avant que ça commence. Voilà, on s'installe, on est tranquille, on papote entre nous. Franchement, c'est cool. Salut Julius, 7e like et bah, bienvenue à toi et merci pour le like. Franchement, ça fait plaisir. Cette semaine, on est à fond sur la chaîne malgré que c'est les vacances. Je pense que j'ai pas trop été j'aurais pu être plus présent, mais comme voilà, c'est les vacances, j'ai les enfants, je suis tout seul. Madame travaille, donc c'est un petit peu compliqué. J'ai pu gérer ça au mieux que je pouvais, donc mais bon, ça s'est très bien passé quand même. Voilà, on a fait des lives, enfin, on a fait un live sympa mardi, on a fait des petites vidéos par-ci par-là, des shorts et ça va continuer encore plus la semaine prochaine, on va faire grapper tout ça. Donc bonjour, les Rangers et la commu, yes, alors je me demande sur Nintendo une version Switch 2 pour, Assassin's Creed. Ah! Qui sait? Qui sait? Il serait peut-être capable, hein, de le sortir sur Switch 2 donc on verra bien. On verra bien donc pourquoi pas? Ils ont bien sorti Assassin's Creed Shadow. Tout est possible, tout est possible. Il reste un peu plus de 2 minutes, et ça va commencer. Franchement, j'ai hâte. J'ai vu des images, hein, il y a des images qui ont fuité malheureusement, sur X, voilà, comme je travaille avec X aussi. Pour les news et cetera, ben, voilà, malheureusement, c'est passé et franchement, c'est hyper beau. Voilà. Ouais, j'espère aussi, hein, mais bon, tu pas à t'en faire, Sams. Tu pas à t'en faire, mon Samy. Franchement, d'après ce que j'ai vu, c'est hyper beau. Salut mon DJ Gaming, OK. J'espère que vous êtes chaud pour Assassin's Creed. Voilà, je vais y arriver parce que moi je suis chaud. Voilà, alors comme je dis, on va terminer cette semaine en beauté et franchement et on se retrouve tout à l'heure, hein. On se retrouve tout à l'heure, bah, ce soir vers, 20:00, 20:15, quelque part par là, peut-être avant. Pour, la découverte d'un jeu, un jeu qui ressemble à Little Nightmares. Voilà, c'est une autre licence, mais ça ressemble à Little Nightmares, donc on verra bien ça, tout ça ce soir. J'imagine, bah, ouais, c'est clair. J'espère que vous avez pas d'écran noir en bas. Non. OK, ça a l'air d'être bon. Alors je vais faire ça, hop, je vais juste faire ça pour être sûr que ça soit bien calé. Tac, voilà. Voilà, on est bon. On est tout bon, il reste 45 secondes. Voilà, On s'installe, on profite. Ça va bientôt commencer. L'essentiel faire préféré, Léa, c'est moi. Ah ouais, OK. Alors je vais regarder s'il y a des sous-titres. Oh, il y a du français, je crois. Il y a du français, les amis. Ah, ça, c'est cool, par contre. Ça, c'est cool, il y a du français. Bon, impeccable. On va pouvoir, voir un petit peu ce qui se passe. Ça va être cool. Allez, il reste 18 secondes. Voilà, avant que ça commence. Moi, le dernier Assassin's Creed que j'ai fait, c'est le Assassin's Creed, Mirage. J'avais plutôt bien aimé celui-là, donc voilà. Alors je vais augmenter le son parce que je veux que ça commence.
To be rollicking randy dandy oh.
C'est parti! Bon live à tous! Alors. Oh là là!
We fly no colors out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black
Ah, c'est
flag
beau, hein.
signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms.
Oh là là! La piraterie! J'adore tout ce qui est pirate. Après qu'elle est assez, le Far Cry, super, carrément. Et il y a un nouveau cocktail australien.
We're pirates, kid. We
Ouais,
take
les
as we
pirates
please and
kids.
become who we
On
like.
prend ce qu'on veut et on
Well, that
déverse
look
ce qu'on
ain't
veut.
you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
Ah, c'est
You're
très très
a
beau.
wonder,
Hein.
Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag RESYNCED. Donc ça c'est bon. Est-ce qu'il nous donne la date maintenant? Pas encore.
Hey everyone.
Bon.
I have to say it is so good
Matt
to be
Ryan,
here.
l'acteur.
I played Edward Kenway more than a decade ago, and you know, he's one of those
Il y a plus de
characters
10
that
ans.
never really
Vous
leaves you.
imaginez?
And over the past months, we know that you've been waiting.
Nous savons ce que
We
vous avez
know that you've
entendu.
heard things.
Vous avez
And
entendu des
today,
choses.
it is finally time
Et
to
aujourd'hui,
share
il
with
est temps
you what
de
we've
nous
been
révéler
working
sur
on.
quoi nous travaillons.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag
Ah, donc c'était
RESYNCED
l'ancien
is a
épisode
faithful
avant, non?
remake of one
Oh,
of
je sais
the
pas.
most beloved Assassin's Creed games. It's totally rebuilt from the
Il a été
ground up with the
entièrement
latest version
retravaillé
of the
avec la
Anvil
dernière version du
engine and
moteur
enriched with
Anvil
lots
et
of new
bénéficie de
additions.
plein de nouveaux ajouts.
Resynchronization with Edward's
On
journey
retrouve l'aventure
and
et les souvenirs
memories.
d'Edouard.
The same story, the same man,
C'est la même
but
histoire, le même homme.
elevated to a new level of immersion and realism to bring you one of the most thrilling swashbuckling pirate adventures.
Ok.
And I'm happy to say, Assassin's Creed Black Flag
Attention.
RESYNCED will be released
Le 9
on
juillet,
July
on
9th,
avait mon
2026.
yes.
Today,
Yes.
guys, you are getting the real deal. The first ever
Je
look
vous
at
propose de découvrir
gameplay.
du
Everything that's
gameplay.
been rebuilt,
Tout ce qui a été retravaillé,
reimagined,
réimaginé,
and
quelques
some behind-the-scenes
exclusivités, des coulisses.
stories. But enough of my talking, yeah? Let's just jump right in.
Allez, c'est parti. On va voir du gameplay, les gars.
Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed
Et
Black
voici
Flag
Assassin's Creed
RESYNCED.
Black Flag RESYNCED.
13 years after the original, this remake brings the
Alors,
classic
vous avez
game
l'original à
back to
gauche.
life.
Ah ouais.
Rebuilt from the ground up with the latest Anvil engine to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure.
Ouais, c'est pas la même.
All right, let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure.
You play as Captain Edward Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Franchement, c'est très très beau.
Seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
C'est pas cool.
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at
Même les
stake.
visages, hein, franchement.
Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard. With them, he helps establish a short-lived, lawless
Ah, j'adore
republic
tout ce qui est
following the
pirate, c'est
pirate
cool.
code
Franchement, c'est trop
and
cool.
defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in
Ah
their
bah là,
search
lui,
for
il a
freedom,
clairement
power, and
dans la
riches,
cage.
they'll fight across a
Plus
treacherous
de détails,
tropical
effectivement.
paradise.
Ouais,
From
exactement.
dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands and bustling historical cities.
On parlait de jungle. Ok.
From the grandeur of Havana, the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub,
Oh, en plus, elle est
and
templier.
Nassau, the beating heart of the pirate republic. Each city offers a distinct atmosphere shaped by opportunities.
Je vois mal le
conflicts.
gameplay par contre. Ah,
The Caribbean world reaches a new level of immersion and realism, powered by high-resolution textures,
alors regarde l'original par rapport à au
Enhanced
remake.
lighting.
Ah ouais, ça n'a rien à voir.
strikingly detailed environments,
Voilà, c'est des
and a
cinématiques.
new
Hein.
dynamic weather system.
Le gameplay va arriver après.
Even underwater exploration is more expansive,
Ah, on peut
more
aller sous l'eau.
beautiful, and more perilous than ever before.
Ah
With
bah oui, il y a des
seamless
bateaux
access to
pirates.
cities and locations, the world feels truly alive. Creating the perfect backdrop for a life on the edge, where freedom is earned and danger is
Okay.
never far away. Time to draw swords, lads. The
Là, c'est du
combat
gameplay.
system has been entirely reworked into an
Là, c'est du
action-oriented
gameplay.
experience. While wielding dual swords, pistols, and hidden blades,
Ah, ça a l'air
every
rapide. Hein.
move now plays a specific
Ça a l'air
role
rapide.
with faster, more fluid attacks and combos.
Ah ouais.
Land a perfect parry to open up your target for an instant kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns. Use walls, ledges, and breakables to your advantage.
Bah cet été, je crois
Keep track of
que
your opponents
on va pas
and use
passer de
all
vacances,
your
hein, les gars.
tools to level the playing field.
Depuis, il n'y a rien en été, mais là, waouh.
But fight recklessly, and you will be punished. Whether you're on the hunt or on the run, mastering your environment
Ouais,
is
franchement,
key.
il est très stylé. Franchement, je suis d'accord avec toi.
As you navigate through cities and jungles, you'll experience smooth and improved iconic parkour moves. From free jumps, to back ejects, and side ejects. These options offer a range of reactive movements, giving you tighter
En
control,
plus, c'est un des meilleurs
resulting
jeux
in
de la
greater
série, hein,
speed
d'après ce que j'ai
and
compris.
deadlier assassinations. Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resynced and its enriched stealth system, you
Le
can now
système de
crouch
flexibilité
freely
a
as
été
part of your
amélioré.
toolkit to approach
On peut
targets.
s'accomplir librement. Ah, pas comme dans les nouveaux épisodes.
Tailing and eavesdropping missions have also been revamped. In the original game, getting discovered meant instant
Je le relève, se
desynchronization.
faire repérer, entraîner, ok.
Yes, this was a pretty big pain point. We remember. Now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly. All
On
these
s'en l'a
new
vu tout à l'heure.
interactions offer multiple ways to succeed and progress in your missions. Of course, this wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship.
Le navire, bah ouais. Sans pirate, il y a pas. Avec des pirates, il y a des navires.
You named your brig
Obligé.
after a poxy bird.
The Jackdaw. What a
Le
beauty.
Jack d'eau.
Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
Les batailles navales et tout. Oh là là.
With new alternate fire upgrades for every weapon, you now have more power and flexibility to overcome opponents' ships in any situation.
J'espère que le
You
son
will
est bon.
engage in epic battles, boarding parties, and fort raids. All of these are back and as challenging
Tous à
dangerous
bâbord.
and exciting as ever. To reinforce your crew, 3 brand new
3
officers
nouveaux
make their
officiers font leur
entrance.
entrée. Ah,
Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith. Each officer has a unique narrative questline that reveals their backstory. Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew and benefit from their special gameplay
gagner
abilities.
leur confiance pour les
Deadman
recruter.
Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons.
Ah, c'est beau. Hein. Franchement,
Explore the Caribbean alongside your crewmates and trusty pet. That's right, you can now find a cat or monkey for the jackdaw.
oh, le petit cheval de singe.
Engage and plunder other vessels. Steer through violent storms, rogue waves. Or just soak up the sun.
Profiter du
Regaled by
soleil en
shanties
écoutant les
new
chants
and
marins.
old.
Ah, ça doit être trop bien.
Voyage is long and the winds don't
Ah là
blow,
là.
and it's time for us to leave her. Hey!
Assassin's Creed Black Flag RESYNCED offers a deeper, more immersive adventure that remains faithful to what players love, while enriching the experience with enhanced gameplay features and
Hello,
fresh
Xbox
quests
Elite.
and
Merci pour le
storylines,
10e like.
including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Blackbeard and Steed. Defy empires and relive the era's explosive events
Ça fait
amidst
Valhalla.
the
Ah,
ancient
peut-être,
war
ouais.
between assassins and
Tant
templars
mieux.
in the ultimate pirate fantasy. Gold, infamy and adventure await. It's time
C'est
to
l'heure de
raise the
hisser le
black flag
pavillon.
again.
Le champ bateau, ouais, c'est énorme.
With Black Flag
Alors.
RESYNCED, we set out to reconnect with the heart
Le
of
game
Black Flag.
director.
From the start, the intention was clear: deliver a
Offrir une
faithful and
expérience
enriched
fidèle et
experience
enrichie.
grounded in what players loved.
Ok.
We've rebuilt the entire adventure using our latest Anvil engine.
Ah, ils ont reconstruit l'aventure
Respectfully
entièrement.
overhauled visuals, new additions
Ah ouais.
that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both on land and at
Et
sea.
améliorer le gameplay sur Terre
Movement
comme...
now flows more naturally from one action to the next, whether you're doing parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks. Parkour builds on the latest design improvements from recent Assassin's Creed games, while still keeping Edward's classic moves.
Tout en ok.
Combat now offers a more dynamic, swashbuckling experience.
Les combats,
driven by
ils sont
precise
plus dynamiques, c'est
parries
ce que je disais tout à l'heure, je l'avais
Stealth
vu.
gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch
Ouais, je
anywhere.
pense qu'il y a des chances qu'il va
They open
sortir
up
du
more
jeu.
tactical routes and
pense, hein.
subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you want. Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical
On passe plus
options.
d'options
New
tactiques.
officers will join your crew with powerful abilities, while the Jackdaw's weapons can be upgraded with new modes to change up the fight. The sea now plays an active role in how you'll be challenged by the elements. Weather and waves will influence how your ship will handle,
Alors,
while
des
preserving
vagues
the
et tout.
pace and
Oh,
freedom
purée.
players remember. Assassin's Creed Black Flag RESYNCED matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it
Nous
with
avons
the
pris
care
le
it
temps de le
deserves.
reconstruire avec ça.
This remains a solo, adventure, and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG.
Ah, c'est pas un RPG.
The focus
ok.
stays on how you
L'accent est
play
mis sur le
and how you
gameplay et
explore the
l'exploration
world.
du monde.
And as we develop the game, we organize dedicated workshops with our community. These early player feedbacks played an important role in refining many of these elements. Here's a look at their most recent visit.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Ubisoft Singapore studio where we invited some of our biggest Assassin's
Ouais,
Creed
des joueurs
fans
qui
to
ont été
discover
tester
the
le jeu.
remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Pas
They've
mal.
had the opportunity to meet the devs, try the game and share their valuable feedback with us. Here's what they had to say.
Oh, Madame Ranger.
I still can't believe that I can help the dev team to make the game better and improve it when it finally arrives.
I'm part of that process, and Black Flag is my favorite game, so to be a part of that process is just awesome.
It felt nice to be appreciated in that way, to give direct
Ah,
input
c'est des gens
about the
lambda
game.
en fait.
The feedback with the dev team, they were very open as a dev team to take the criticism, what needs to be fixed, what's great. They even asked us more questions about it. So I love the curiosity that they show us, and it shows that they truly care about what they do.
I'm just really excited to be back, like with the addition of new audio lines, the new
Non, t'étais bon,
dialogue,
hein.
and the new music.
T'étais bon.
I'm super excited to actually help improve the staff experience for the game.
On revient sur
care about
notre
this
compte.
game,
Parce que
this
je crois que
remake.
t'as
When I
rechangé.
heard rumors about this game, I just
Là, t'es
wanted
bon, hein.
to be involved in giving as much effective feedback as possible.
Some of this work came directly from spending time with some of our core players early
Le
on.
joueur clé.
We had them play early builds and sat down with them to gather their honest feedback on the game, tapping into the many things players expect of a Black Flag remake, from gameplay features to visual fidelity. This helped us refine some of our choices along the way. What was interesting was not only to gather that
Franchement, c'est
feedback,
intéressant
but
ce
to
qu'il faut
understand
voir dans
why
les
players
studios et tout,
reacted
c'est
this
cool.
way. They were incredibly passionate about Edward, how he moves, how he reads on screen, even the details on his face. That led to deeper conversations. Together, we explored different approaches, tested ideas, challenged assumptions, and refined choices until the intent felt right again. The team's passion and commitment have driven every step of this journey, and we can't wait for you to see more of what we've been crafting.
Oh, it really is so good to be back in this world.
Imaginez, ils nous
Now,
font
I
une
believe
démo,
the
ils
Black
nous donnent
Flag
une
is one of
démo.
those pirate adventures that never really left the players' minds. And it's also really special to be here today with some of the people who helped shape the game back then and who are bringing it back now. Jean, you were creative director on the original Black Flag, and Paul, you're the creative director on Resynced, who's leading the vision of this remake today. Now, before we dive into what the game is now, I'd love to go back for a moment. Jean, so when you started building Black Flag back in early 2012?
2012.
How was the world imagined in the first place? I mean, what were the pillars that were there from day one?
C'était le premier
From the
Black Flag.
very beginning,
2012.
one of the key central core pillar was fluidity. Right? We really wanted a seamless experience, connecting movement, combat, and navigation, all very naturally. And it was the same seamlessness that we were looking for between naval experience and the ground experience, because the other challenges we were facing was to merge actually two fantasies, being a pirate on one side and being an assassin on the other, without any friction. And the sea wasn't just an add-on, to the ground experience. Naval gameplay was really a core pillar from day one. We also wanted a world that feels alive, right? Something that would react to the players, always in motion. And it was very compelling to me to see other people like Paul and his team actually to face the same challenges that we did face back in the days. And I think what helped them craft the game was that a lot of people involved in Resynced today were already part of the game, the original back then.
Paul, so you were already a part of the team back then, right? So, when you come back to a project all these years later, what stayed non-negotiable from the original vision, apart from the fact that, I'm Kenway?
So, Matt, the one thing that was non-negotiable is the original story of Edward Kenway. We have never approached Resynced as a reinvention. Our goal is to carry John's vision forward. And today, we have much more room to do so since the game is engineered and rebuilt on Ubisoft's latest end build. It allows us to push dynamism, gameplay, immersion further, while keeping the original vision and story intact.
Yeah, Jean, and you mentioned before how collaborative the original game was, and can you talk about that, especially with Singapore?
Yeah, absolutely. It was absolutely a team effort back in the time, and I remember actually in 2012 when we first came here in Singapore, meeting Paul and the team to do what we call the blueprint. This week of hard work where the game really emerged from the preparatory work, and Montreal worked very closely with Singapore. Singapore built key parts of Black Flag. The naval gameplay was built on top of the Assassin's Creed 3 naval tech that was developed in some specific missions. But you were also behind a lot of places, locations, and gameplays, like caves, underwater gameplay, forts, ships, and some major missions like the
So there
seems to be like a real sense of continuity here, not just in the game, but in the people making it. One thing that really shaped Black Flag for me was how dynamic the scenes felt, coming back to it for Resynced and shooting the mocap scenes in Toronto. The scenes just felt so dynamic, like the original game. And Jean, what was the intention back then, when it came to all the cinematics?
So from the start, and it was a lot of discussion with Kama, the animation director back then, we really wanted the scenes to feel alive. We wanted characters moving, interrupting each other, exchanging objects, and reacting physically. And that sense of movement was really part of the game's identity, I feel.
Right. And when you rebuild a game like this, I guess that becomes a huge challenge, right, Paul? And how did you keep the spirit whilst trying to push it further with all of today's amazing technology?
Well, there are many ways, but to carry on the spirit of Black Flag, we always remembered one thing: rebuild the game with the original pillars in mind, John's pillars and original core games pillars. But the most important thing was the story. Every single small moment in the game had to be rebuilt and crafted, and it took a lot of handcrafting, especially the facial animations, but
j'avais dit tout à l'heure que les visages, ils sont mieux.
You men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char. By Christ!
And when you add new things to a game that people really know off by heart and they know it so well, the fear is always that the people might notice the seams, right? Jean, when you played it, what did you feel?
Actually, I felt like playing Black Flag, and not even noticing where the original end was ending and when the new content that Paul and the team wrote was starting. And this is something really, really important. That continuity is very much essential.
Jean, whenever we wanted to change or add something, we would always question ourselves, does this belong here? Would Edward do this? Would John get upset? And if the answer wasn't clear, we simply wouldn't do it. However, as we all know, no remake is complete without additional content.
Il y a du contenu additionnel. On a ajouté de nouveaux chapitres. Ils ont ajouté de nouveaux chapitres et des missions.
Edward's wife, Caroline, was written by Darby himself.
Yeah, I remember playing it. Jean, so there's something, I don't know, there's something deeper in Black Flag than just like pirate freedom, and it's closely tied to the character of Edward.
Yes, absolutely. We really wanted to send a message also saying that freedom without structure doesn't lead you anywhere, right? And Edward's arc reflects that. He thinks everything will be granted, that's the good life, plundering, etc. But then in the end, you realize that you lost all your friends. Yeah. Right? And so this is very important.
Pour ceux qui l'ont fait, vous connaissez l'histoire principale.
That understands his own responsibilities and that makes him, like you said, very human.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I really leaned into coming back to the character after, more than a decade. It's the same Edward, but there seemed to be for me personally, from the scenes that were written, kind of, as I said, more dynamism, but also there's a certain kind of weight to Edward's journey, I guess that with Black Flag Resynced, there are some really kind of important decisions to make, right, Paul? And how did you approach those?
So, Matt, with Resynced, we made a clear choice. It is a pure story-driven adventure, and we are fully focused on Edward's adventures in the Caribbean. As a result of this focus, we have elected to not have the multiplayer and not have the DLC. However, Resynced is built from the ground up with new story, new content, and new systems. But we're staying true to its action-adventure roots. Resynced is a 2026 take on the original legend. And for those of us who are curious, the original will still be available.
And Jean, so the modern day, right, that played a really specific role in Black Flag when it was released. And so can you explain how it fit the franchise back then?
So, back then in 2013, the present day reflected where the franchise was at. It was a transition moment, especially with Desmond's story and what it meant. Now, with Resynced, I think there were some changes were needed.
That's right. Today, the modern day has evolved. For Black Flag Resynced, we have approached it in a way that focuses on Edward's journey while still connecting his memories to the Animus. The modern day rifts in Black Flag Resync will feature new moments that focus on Edward's internal struggles.
There's also something about Black Flag that I feel that, I don't know, people still crave what the game brought, you know?
You know what? I think it's because it's a game full of light.
Yeah.
Yes, there is danger and violence, but everything takes place under the bright Caribbean sky, you know? Palm trees, seas, movement.
Ça va être
is
chaud la
very
concurrence
generous.
installée au
And that
dévoilé.
sense of
Ça va être très
escapism
chaud.
has always been part of the game,
Franchement,
and I feel it's very relevant in 2026.
Yeah, totally. And the other thing that the people I feel never forget, and certainly I never had, is the music.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's the music, especially the sea shanties.
Ouais,
The
ça
sea
va trop beau
shanties
le
in
jeu.
particular have always been
Ça
part
va
of
aller
Black
vite.
Flag's identity. For Resynced, we have kept the shanties that everybody loves, but we have also added new shanties that are connected to the story.
Ah, les chansons pirates.
So today, we'd like to reveal a collaboration with an artist that's deeply connected to the Assassin's Creed franchise. And this artist has a special place in my heart because of his work on Assassin's Creed Revelations. Woodkid.
Woodkid. Ah, cool.
Woodkid.
Yeah, that's great.
Alors,
Hey everyone, Woodkid here. I'm in my studio in Paris now and I have great news for you.
Woodkid.
I'm back in the Assassin's Creed franchise, this time for Assassin's
Ah bah il
Creed
est de
Black Flag
retour.
Resynced. You know, the world of Assassin's Creed has been very important for me and very linked to my career. It started like 15 years ago or something. And this time, I'm very excited about what we've done.
Il est un peu
I
fatigué le
know
monsieur.
that
Hein.
Assassin's Creed Black
Faut
Flag
faire un
is a
petit
game
peu de
that's very
dodo à
important to
temps en
all
temps.
of you. It's a game about escapism, about rebellion, about exploration, and these are themes that are very, very important for my work. You know, I've explored these themes a lot in my music. So I won't say too much, but I can't wait for you to hear what I've done for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Having him return to the franchise, especially for Black Flag Resync,
Les
means a
chansons,
lot
ça
to
fait un
the
peu
team.
comme dans les
We've
films
been
des
working
pères
on
de...
a
Ouais,
newly reimagined
c'est
track
vrai,
specifically for
j'adore
Black Flag
ça.
Resync, and we can't wait for you guys to hear
J'adore
it.
ces chansons.
Yeah, right. And, you know, music is just one of those things that the people remember long after they stop playing.
T'imagines,
I
tu mets
mean,
toi, ça,
I
t'es
did.
chez
The sea
toi,
shanties, I
tu
still
mets ça
play in
sur
my
des,
car now from time to time, you
sur
know.
des
And
enceintes,
this game means
des
a lot
enceintes
to you. And
en 7.1
we know
chez
that.
toi dans ta pièce.
Absolutely.
Tu mets
This
ça à
game
fond.
means a lot to me, and I'm not saying that just because you guys are here.
Bon, tes voisins vont
Just
gueuler,
working on a game
mais...
takes me back to 2012, and we all want the game to be the best it can be, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy
Quel
playing it.
plaisir, ça
Yeah,
sent.
so you entered the Animus for real.
That's
Back
right.
in 2012, yeah.
I mean, what a great thing, right? To come back to something, you know, more than a decade after, you know, and get to revisit and rebuild and reimagine this wonderful world.
c'est
It's just been
beau.
such a pleasure for me, and I thank you guys for bringing me back. Before we wrap this up,
Ils vont conclure.
I've got a little surprise for you.
Non, une démo?
All right, this is
Non.
something pretty awesome. I
Attends.
saw it today for the first time, and I love it.
Attends, dis-moi pas
So
comment...
here
Ah, c'est pour une démo?
we
Non,
have
c'est le
an Assassin's
collector.
Creed Black Flag
C'est le collector.
Resynced Collector's Edition. It's so awesome, and inside is a really stunningly well-crafted figurine of Edward Kenway sitting there, slouched
belle.
like me, really.
jeux,
And he looks
j'espère qu'il
really
y aura un
cool,
mode
and
streamer,
it's crafted
sinon
really
YouTube
well.
va
And
râler.
inside, there's a notebook with
Ouais, il y en aura
all
un.
of like Kenway's diary entries and journeys about all of his adventures. And there's also a
La figurine, elle
brooch
est
and a
classe.
cloth map, and then some goodies in there for everyone. So this one is really cool. It's the first time I've seen it today. And if you guys like it, then you're going to have to get your own because this one's mine.
You deserve it.
Thank you. No,
You're
but-
welcome to take it.
Yeah,
Hello,
thank you
Cyril,
very
comment
much.
tu vas?
Thank you. We can't wait for you to live or relive this
Allez, démo.
thrilling pirate adventure with Assassin's Creed Black Flag
Comment
Resynced.
tu vas, Cyril?
That will launch on July 9th, 2026.
Attends, je l'avais
I just
dit,
want to
hein, ça
say
sortira
thank
le
you
9
for all
juillet.
being with us today, and we cannot wait for you to experience it yourselves. Cheers.
Ah, pas de démo maintenant. Et ben voilà. Franchement. Énorme. Franchement, top, top, top. Et ben les gars, vous savez ce que je vais faire, hein, le 9 juillet. Bon, on se donnera rendez-vous pour découvrir le jeu qui a l'air super chaud. Parce que là, franchement, vu la qualité graphique qu'il a pris, pour les chansons, comme on disait, les chansons pirates et tout, ça va être énorme, ça va être une dinguerie, franchement, ça va être génial, ça va être génial. Jouer dès la sortie avec Ubisoft Plus, voilà. Pour ceux qui ont Ubisoft Plus, et ben vous pourrez jouer, dès la sortie avec ça. Ça va nickel et toi? Bonne surprise, c'est le 9 juillet que je le prenne pas. Ah! Tu vas pas le prendre, nous? Ah tiens donc! Ah, tu as peut-être fait l'original, toi, du coup? Ou tu as d'autres jeux en cours à faire, je sais pas. Mais moi, je vais le prendre, hein. Moi, j'avais pas fait l'original, c'est ce que je disais tout à l'heure, donc bah, let's go. Let's go. En plus, on m'a dit que c'était, il y a plusieurs personnes qui m'ont dit que c'était un des meilleurs Assassin's Creed, donc bah, voilà. On va le faire, hein, bien évidemment. Ça, c'est sûr et certain. Donc voilà. Voilà, j'espère que ce reveal vous a plu, hein. Franchement, c'était top, top, top. Franchement, impeccable. On se retrouve peut-être ce soir. Enfin, c'est peut-être pas encore sûr, mais je pense que si. On va découvrir un jeu qui ressemble à la Little Nightmare. Voilà, c'est un nouveau jeu. Voilà. Franchement, ça a l'air super sympa et on se retrouvera sûrement tout à l'heure. Aux alentours de 20h, peut-être un petit peu avant. Voilà. Parce que là, il est 6h30, le temps de manger. Donc voilà. À tout à l'heure les amis et puis, bah, passez une bonne soirée et merci à tous d'être venus dans le chat pour ce reveal d'Assassin's Creed Black Flag RESYNCED, voilà, qui sort le 9 juillet. Allez, bon appétit à tous, à ceux qui vont manger et puis à très bientôt et à ce soir pour ceux qui vont